Now the news in details, perhaps the big story we have been tracking at this hour. Underground outfit United People's Democratic Solidarity UPDS cadres bid farewell to arms today with 568 of them, including 22 women surrendering with a huge amount of arms and ammunition at Difu in Karbi, led by UPDS General Secretary Haran Singh Bey in the presence of the outfit's chairman Longsadar Sena. The insurgent laid down arms before Assam Director General of Police Shankar Barua.
The Karbi militant outfit United People's Democratic Solidarity or UPDS finally laid down their arms on Wednesday. In a surrender ceremony organized in the Casa Stadium in Difu of Karbi Anglong, 568 cadres of the outfit formally laid down their arms. The ceremony began with UPDS chairman Longsadar Sena surrendering his weapon to Tejpur Base Army Corps or GOC, Lieutenant Shakti Gurung and UPDS General Secretary Haran Singh Bey surrendering his arms to Assam DGP Shankar Barua. Besides these two officials, other important personalities were also present in this surrender ceremony. Which include Assistant IGP of Special Branch Khagen Sharma, Major General R.N. Nair of 21 Corps Indian Army and Karbi Anglong DC Rakesh Kumar. Significantly, even though Governor J.B. Patnaik, Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi and State Secretary were supposed to be present at the occasion, they did not attend the ceremony. However, the surrender ceremony, different from the one by the KLNLF in 2010, was received with much enthusiasm by the government, and hopes are now high for together working for the development of the Karbi region.
তেওঁলোকেটো শান্তি বিচাৰিছে গতিকে শান্তি বিচৰাৰ কাৰণেই তেওঁলোকে ওলাই আহিছে আৰু তেওঁলোকে হয়তো ইপিডিএছৰ এই শান্তি চুক্তিৰ ওপৰত আস্থা থকা কাৰণে হয়তো মানে সইচাৰে ওলাই আহিছে.
Besides the UPDS, 84 KLNLF cadres and 5 KPLT cadres also attended the surrender ceremony to hand over their arms and declare peace. All in all, the cache of arms and ammunition surrendered by the UPDS is quite big indeed. The number of AK series rifles surrendered were 85, MI-16 rifles were 5, 4 M21 rifles, 940mm UBGL rifles, 5 Sterling carbines, 5 303 rifles, 18 9mm pistols, 11 grenades, and 1 rocket launcher. The total of various kinds of weapons surrendered was 177, with the number of live rounds of ammunition surrendered at 18,740. DGP Shankar Barua expressed his happiness at the peaceful direction that the UPDS have embarked on.
আমি কেবা বছর চেষ্টা করি আমার হলো চেষ্টা করি আজি যে দিনত এইখিনি আর্মস তেওঁলোকে সারেন্ডার কৰিলে আগতেও কিছুমান কৰিছিল কিন্তু বেছিভাগ আর্ম আজি সারেন্ডার কৰিছে এতিয়া অলৰেডি এমওএস সাইন হল দিল্লীত আমি সব গৈছিলো তালে গতিকে মই ভাবো এনেকে আৰু যিবোৰ গ্ৰুপ আছে কাৰ্বি কেপিএলটি হক বা আদিবাসী তেওঁলোকেও
Meanwhile, the DGP also called upon the KPLT to follow on the footsteps of the UPDS and come into the mainstream. He also said that the preliminary talks begun with the NDFB in this direction is indeed a good omen. Meanwhile, he also mentioned that various other militant outfits are also in the process to initiate peace talks with the government.
Kisman group amak informally khobor dise eto ichha prakash korise je onek aibo talks or ba negotiation or Kisman group already unofficially arms lay down korise officially nai kora ajinish nake kintu unofficially korise already aru baki jibu group ase Karbi Anglong mon bhabo lahale telok ahile ami bhal pam.
Meanwhile, Lieutenant General Shakti Gurung said that for the development of the state and the nation, it is imperative for all the militant outfits, including Alpha, to come overground, which is the public demand everywhere as well. He thus called upon the terror groups to heed the call of the public.
For the state of Assam, it's a historic moment for the district of Karbi Anglong that a major group like the UPDS has come above ground. It should go as a message to the other insurgent groups in the state that they should also shun violence and they should also lay down their arms. Laying down their arms, implies that the people can then join the mainstream. They can then take up government jobs. They can live life like honorable citizens. That's most important. That is what, in fact, it is the final stage after an MOU or a MOS is signed with the government and the group. The final stage is laying down of arms, surrendering. And that's when the message then goes out to the people that this group is disbanded. This group does not exist anymore. And after a ceremony like this, you will find that things like extortion will stop, kidnapping will stop, all that. So that's why it's very important that the final stage, which is the laying down of arms and the surrender ceremony, is followed by all the groups. It's very important.
And thus, with the UPDS laying down arms on Wednesday, a chapter of peace has begun in the state in general and Karbi Anglong in particular. What will be significant to note is how the disbanded outfit now works for the development of the region. With camera person Raju Bora, Ashabur Rahman and Pranjal Sharma, Frontier TV, Defoe.
In a major turnover in the Karbi Anglong politics, UPDS is stepping into politics with the help of People's Alliance for Peace Agreement. The outfit's decision to disband and lay down arms is seen as a hasty decision ahead of the council election in January next year.
Right now, the most talked about issue in Karbi Anglong politics is how UPDS would emerge in politics. Before signing the tripartite agreement, UPDS has made a failed attempt to back Papa's candidate in the Legislative Assembly election last year.
আমি কন্টেস্ট কৰিম UPDS কন্টেস্ট কৰিব আৰু এই কন্টেস্ট কৰাৰ আগতে আমি পাপাৰ মঞ্চটো আছে যেহেতু গতিকে এই মঞ্চতে আমি সকলো বিষয়বোৰ আলোচনা কৰি মানে এটা মানে সৰ্বসন্মতিক্ৰমে আমি সিদ্ধান্ত লৈ পেলাই আগবাঢ়ি যাম
But it has stepped in this time to take part in politics. Without forming their own party, UPDS is trying its hand in politics with the help of Papa.
আমি সোনকালে কৰিবলৈ ওলাইছো আশা কৰিছো এই সপ্তাহ within week আমি এই সিদ্ধান্ত লৈ মানে উপনীত হ'ম Thank you. Dissolve হৈ যাব এইটোও আমি কৰিম
As per sources, top 10 UPDS leaders are representing the party in the upcoming council election in January. So keeping the election in mind, the outfit decided to lay down arms and disband. But what appears paradoxical is that UPDS is up against Congress, with whom it had signed the tripartite agreement. But whether this hasty decision will bring laurels to the party in the upcoming election remains a question. With camera person Raju Bora, Ashabur Rahman and Pranjal Sharma, Frontier TV, Defoe.
Well, this is a major development in terms of insurgency in Assam and more particularly in Karbi Anglong. I'm now joined by my colleague, the bureau chief Rajiv Baivan Barwa in the newsroom. Rajiv, if you can hear me, we as understand it's a historic moment for Assam and especially Karbi Anglong. So you have been tracking insurgency movement in Assam and Northeast in particular. So how do you see this move?
Well, Saidul, let me brief you that this particular organization, UPDS, has laid down their arms and after DHD and KLNLF. So after their mass surrender, they have surrendered their arms and now they are totally ready. They are totally ready and they are keeping their mindset and they will now fight for political rights. And as of now, I have the information that more than 10 top leaders will fight in the forthcoming this council election. Saidul.
Rajiv, as we understand that UPDS coming to the mainstream, that's what political mainstream which we can coin properly. And when we are talking about election and how because we see that there are a number of political parties which were likely to take part in those elections, but now we see that UPDS is likely to form a new political party. And do we see that Congress or the BJP will take part in this election, or we will see only one political party or different regional political party which is coming to which have been formed recently? We have seen People's Front have been formed. So do we see that People's Front and the new political party which will be formed by UPDS will be part of this election process, or the other political parties will also take part in this political process?
Definitely, Saidul, this UPDS will form a political party later on, but as of now, they will they will fight under the umbrella of PAPA, that is People's Alliance for Peace Agreement. And let me tell you that before the assembly election, the PAPA was there are lots of candidates from the PAPA, but no one has got the success. That's why there are some doubts that how the UPDS will come into the power in the next council election.
Rajiv, if we see how the movement is, and basically when we are talking about autonomy, when we are talking about people having the democratic rights, now we see that a number of, because UPDS have been saying that we wanted autonomy, we wanted to rule our own self. Now they have a Karbi Anglong Territorial Council where the former outfit leader, because today it has been dissolved and disbanded by today, UPDS has been disbanded, which I would like to stress. So how do we see, because the outfit top leaders, as they will be contesting election in different constituency, which will be coming, or the different seats which will be under this new territorial council. Of course, there will be others who will be, contesting the election. So if at all the other leaders who are not insurgent or who were part of the different political parties win the election, how do we see the move in that case? Because we are seeing a democratic process, and anybody will be contesting this election, or anybody has the right to contest election. So how do we see? Because it's a very different kind of equation in that case. If we have to elaborate on that.
Saidul, let me tell you that people are more clever than before, and they are now, I should tell you that before ASDC was formed, the ASDC Autonomous State Demand Committee, and the ASDC got huge support from the Karbi people, but later on the Karbi people denied them, and the Congress came into the power, and now as of